All right. All right, we're here. Let's see if we got this thing popping like I need to get it popping. All right. How y'all doing, man? Let me make sure my stream comes on right. We're waiting on it to pop off. There it is, right there.
Stream comes on.
That's what I'm looking for. What's up, man? How y'all doing? Let's come on in. Everybody come on in here. Everybody come on through. Let me let the gram know that we're live right now. So y'all just hang tight. We're doing a special broadcast tonight. So let me know. Let me let everybody know we're getting it popping. Had to hop on tonight and chop it up with the family. Hope you guys are having a good week in this national quarantine we got going on out here. Hope everybody's having a good time with their families at least. Hold on, let me put this on the gram. Come on, thing. All right. Boom, I got that done. Y'all come on in. Let everybody know we're here. Let everybody know we're here. Hold on. All right. So I let everybody know on the gram and on Facebook that we're live right now. All right, how y'all doing, man? Everybody, we're here. We're doing a special joint tonight. Special broadcast tonight. Everybody hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get that popping. Hit that thumbs up button first and foremost. Hit that damn thumbs up button. I ain't going to be on here too long, but I just have some things. We got to address some things. Friday show. It's a Friday show. Yes, indeed. Let me put some lotion on. Motherfuckers ashy and shit. Yeah, it's a Friday show. Shout out to everybody that's here at home on Friday. First and foremost, come on, y'all. Y'all get up in here. We're getting people in here slowly but surely. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah. They still got me shadow banned. They got me shadow banned, but we still gonna get that truth out. We still gonna get that truth out. First of all, let me thank everyone who has purchased the Mink Slide album. Shout out to everybody who purchased the Mink Slide album, Crushed Velvet. Man, I really appreciate you. Last night we had a DJ release party on who the fuck is this? Hold on. We had hold on. I don't want Skype. Let me turn my Skype off. I don't want to talk on Skype right now. I don't know why folks are calling a player. Hold on. God, get the fuck off the phone, bro. Damn. Hold on. Who the fuck is this? Okay, sign out. Okay. Sign out of my Skype so I don't get random calls. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But yeah. First of all, again, we had the DJ party we had last night, the quarantine album release party. Boy, people really enjoyed the music. And what's interesting, a lot of young folks didn't know who they didn't know who like some of that Al B. Sure stuff was, and they were really appreciating. And this is why it's important for us to keep real R&B music alive. It's very important to do that. What's up, Emeka Wright? Your stuff is coming, sweetie. It's not a conspiracy against you. Emeka, everybody should pretty much have their stuff right now. So, there's no conspiracy. You're going to get your stuff. It should be, because we get a lot of people email, man, I ain't got this shit. That's why I don't like fucking with no black businesses. And then they'll email me an hour later, never mind, I looked in the mail, it was in there. So, but anyway, back to what I was saying. But again, I appreciate everybody for getting the album. Everybody loves the album. Family, the album, and I got the post right here. If you go to iTunes, the Google charts are going to come out in a couple of days. It'll probably hit number 1 on Google Play, but right now, it's in the top 5 best-selling albums on iTunes. Right now, that album is in the top 5. It's number 4 right now. It was number 3 earlier. I'm going neck and neck with The Weeknd, the singer The Weeknd, and some random white guy. I don't know who this other white dude is. But it's going neck and neck with The Weeknd. It's going neck and neck with The Weeknd. The singer The Weeknd, his album was released a couple of weeks ago. He has a big budget, and but we're going neck and neck with the majors. This shows you how people appreciate real R&B. Our album is a traditional real R&B album, and family, it's very important. This is why I want y'all, don't ever get discouraged by major labels and all that shit. Don't think that you got to go run up after a major label to get on the same level as them. If you make some hot shit and you really put your heart into it, man, folks are going to rock with it. They don't want to let you know that. And when we utilize these platforms and do things independently, and then you're competing with them, they try to be quiet about that. No, we're going to make a little noise about this. We're going to make some noise about this because let me tell you something. It's very important. And I thought it was important. And the reason why I did like an R&B album like this, a traditional R&B album, is because the music industry, they deliberately started to water down what R&B is so that other people can come in and infiltrate it. You understand? The music industry, the mainstream white-owned music industry, they deliberately watered down R&B so that the Justin Timberlakes and truth be told, a lot of these non-foundational folks can come in and start capitalizing off of it. They started whitewashing it, guys, and they've been trying to do that for a while. They damn near succeeded, but we really started seeing it in the early 2000s. The early 2000s is when we started to see them watering down, because they did rap already. They got, a lot of the top rappers. We already know what's going on with that. But they started to water the music down, and what we call R&B now is, people singing over trap beats. It's like pop, but they're calling it R&B. And they would try to get white artists, to do traditional R&B. So what they would do, they would get black producers to produce the Justin Timberlakes and the Robin Thicks. You dig? And even the Britney Spears. Remember, they would give Britney Spears some of those traditional R&B songs. Remember, she did a remake of My Prerogative that was mayonnaise as fuck. She did a mayonnaise-ass remix of My Prerogative. You understand? Bobby Brown didn't like that either, by the way. They started to get the Christina Aguileras. And now with black artists, when they do R&B, they make sure either it's a non-foundational black American doing it. Look at some of these cats. They're getting a lot of dudes from Canada, cats from the UK, all these other places that's doing somewhat of a watered down version of it. You understand? And when they get artists to do semi-traditional R&B, when they try to have a little funk to it, when they try to get some music that has a little taste of soul, they'll try to get a white artist to do it, like Sam Smith. You understand? Yeah, they got the LMAs and all these folks. They getting these folks from overseas. They're getting these non-foundational black Americans to do it. Pink and all. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Weeknd, yeah, they had Full Force producing them, and they're not really foundational black Americans, but I like Full Force. But The Weeknd, did y'all see this week? The Weeknd made like a kind of a slick comment about Usher, the singer Usher. The Weeknd said some shit like, "Yeah, Usher took my style some shit he said that was real disrespectful. Yeah, The Weeknd was like, yeah, Usher changed his style and patterned his style after me, using the falsetto and all that stuff. And people were like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah, Usher started low-key clapping back at him. Yeah, now Bruno, who's, not a foundational Black American, but he's the closest to doing some traditional R&B. Yeah. Yeah, he tried to say some shit. Usher's, man, please. Dude, are you smoking some Canadian crack? What are you talking about? Yeah, it was something about the song Climax. Weeknd, I'm not going to shit on the dude. I'm not a big fan of Weeknd's music. And I've been very vocal about that. I'm not really a fan of, and I'm not trying to knock anybody. You dig? Especially, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just knocking the dude because I'm like, right, but if you look at the list, our album is right behind his, and I'm not knocking, but I've never really felt The Weeknd like that. Yeah. They're calling that R&B, and it's really pop. It's really pop. Yeah, he was talking reckless, and, these non-foundationals trying to talk slick. Usher is a legend. Usher is a legend. Usher is a foundational Black American legend. No matter what you say about Usher, Usher's a legend in the game. Usher's been doing this shit since he was a child. So for The Weeknd to even come out of his mouth saying some little disrespectful shit like that, that's why, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about us owning our art form and taking control of our art form. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Tory Lanez, that's another one. He's a Canadian dude. They're getting all these foreign dudes. Say Usher's hate. No, I don't know if Usher's hate. I've heard that, but I don't know. But they're getting these folks who are claiming to be R&B, and they're not really R&B. Okay. Yeah, he's on that Canadian crack. Usher's father's Haitian, but his mama is from like Memphis or something, right? But Usher's mama is from Tennessee. That's the foundational Black American sister. Yeah. Usher ain't got no ties to Haiti. I don't think he grew up with his father. Yeah. Yeah, Usher didn't grow up with his dad, so that shit don't count. But it's important for us to take control of our art forms. So again, the Crushed Velvet album, man, we put a lot of heart into it. There's a reason why it's competing with the majors. It's a very good album. Very, very good album. And it takes on that tradition of that late 80s, early 90s vibe. You guys are really going to like it. Y'all need to go to iTunes, get it right now. Go to Google Play and get it right now. So let's get into some stuff we need to talk about. Let's get into some stuff that I really want to talk about. We got that out the way. And I went live because so much stuff is going on today. I said, let me just go live, man. Revolt TV did some kind of stream where they did some kind of state of emergency for Black America. Did y'all see? So I didn't watch really none of it. I just saw who was involved. Revolt TV did some things. Diddy presents the state of emergency for Black America and the COVID thing. And I had to get on here to touch on this. They had Ocasio-Cortez on there, Kamala Harris, Al Sharpton, Van Jones, Angela Rye, the bullshit crew. Whenever y'all see them niggas together, let's just keep it real. We don't have time to sugarcoat shit. Whenever you see Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Van Jones, Angela Rye, whenever you see them pop up, it's bullshit time. Okay? Whenever you see them pop up, go on alert. Whenever you see them, because they're supposed to be the representatives of black society, run for the fucking hills. Okay? They have zero credibility. Not only do they have no credibility, when you see them, you're in trouble. Let's just stop playing. It's a circus. These are just minions of white supremacy. So when I see all of them together, alert, let's get on alert. Here these niggas go. They with the bullshit. Van Jones especially. When you see Van Jones, go on alert. These are Negro plantation shills of the white supremacist. Their job is to keep us pacified and not do anything and get us mobilized and con us into voting for the Democrats. That's their only job. Their job is to con us, black Americans, to vote for the goddamn Democrats so that we get nothing and they get little nigger trinkets for themselves. Let's be very clear. So when they come around trying to scale, we got a state of emergency for black America. Okay, what we gonna do about it? Okay, we're gonna talk in circles. The fuck is Cortez up there talking? That woman has gone out of her way to undermine us. Then they had Kamala Harris, who clearly said she ain't doing nothing specifically for black folks. Ayanna Pressley, they had her ass on there. Talking about how COVID is devastating black society, but none of these people are talking about no solutions. Ayanna Pressley was talking about giving some damn tangibles to illegal immigrants. All of these people were out here talking about giving tangibles to Asians, giving tangibles to Hispanic immigrants, because when they say illegal immigrants or undocumented immigrants, they're talking about Hispanic immigrants. They were talking, they got right to the point. When it comes to giving resources to other people, they get right to the point. A COVID package for Asians, COVID package for illegal immigrants. When it comes to us, they talk about how devastated we are because of the damn COVID, but where's the damn package? Where's the stimulus package? Where's the tangibles? Well, let's just talk about it. We're in a state of, let's get Fat Joe, let's get some rappers, let's all have a big conference call and just talk nonstop about it. Let's get Al Sharpton to talk about the data. They just start talking in circles. Whenever it comes to us, all of a sudden we all got to have a meeting and talk in fucking circles. Notice ain't nobody talking in no damn circles about giving illegal immigrants some damn tangibles. Nobody's talking they're just like, let's give it to them. They're just right to the fucking point. Nobody was talking in circles about Asians. Get right to the point. With us, it's going to be some big ass chatty patty party. No, we ain't playing that game. We're not playing that game with these folks. That shit is over. The con game is over. All that it was a boule meeting. That's all that shit was. They had a boule meeting and they're gonna talk black. This is the con. They're gonna talk black. Black folks are being affected. Black folks are being affected. Black folks are being affected. So let's give some resources to minorities. Let's give something for black and brown. Let's do something for people of color. Then they're gonna, when it comes to doing something for us, all of a sudden it's minorities, people of color, brown this, brown that. Don't fall for it, family. This is a con game. They're running the con. Everybody's trying to con. And the coons are just in abundance. But these coons, we got coons on the left, coons on the right. We got coons all over the place. This new coon that they're rolling out, Jerome Adams, he came out, and remember, is he the Surgeon General? Yeah. And he got a lily white wife. Let me play a clip of him. He did a press conference today. Okay. Hold on. Let me play this coon.
But they are socially predisposed to coronavirus.
Okay, so look at this coon. And again, he's married to a lily white woman. Okay, let me take the album down for a minute. Okay, this is little Sambo here. Hold on.
We do not think people of color are biologically or genetically predisposed to get COVID-19. There is nothing inherently wrong with you, but they are socially predisposed to coronavirus exposure and to have a higher incidence of the very diseases that put you at risk for severe complications of coronavirus. But as the Vice President shared on the call this morning, this history, and I want you to hear me say this, it does not have to be our nation's future. We're taking steps now in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic to reach, protect, and strengthen all communities impacted by this disease, and especially our communities of color. More details will be forthcoming.
Okay, well, hold on. I want to see what he was talking about.
Saying that while your state and local health departments force guidelines to ever dreamed.
Okay, hold on. This right here.
Maintain 6 feet of distance between you and everyone else, and wear a mask if you're going to be within 6 feet of others. Wash your
hold on.
Hands more often than you ever dreamed possible. Avoid alcohol, tobacco, and drugs. And call your friends and family, check in on.
Now he's talking to black people. He's like, well, black people will stop doing drugs and stop smoking. And they're trying to blame black people. It's like, okay, black people got coronavirus and it's really your own fault because y'all drinking and smoking.
Your mother, she wants to hear from you right now. And speaking of mothers, we need you to do this, if not for yourself, then for your abuela. Do it for your granddaddy. Do it for your big mama. Do it for your pop-pop. We need you to understand, especially in communities of color, we need you to step up and help stop the spread so that we can protect those who are most vulnerable. At home, if possible. If you must go out, maintain 6 feet of distance between you and everyone else, and wear a mask.
Okay. So this Sambo, and people are clowning him on social media, and remember, he's a shill for the white supremacists. This nigga. Notice the media now that they're making black people the face of COVID. Instead of saying, hey, let's not do like with Asians, we shouldn't have a stigma on Asians. Oh, let's not associate Asians with the corona because that's going to create a stigma for the Asians. So let's not do that. Let's not create a stigma. So now they're creating a stigma for black people and blaming black people. They're like, well, yeah, black people, they are more predisposed to get the coronavirus because of all your drinking and smoking, because y'all niggas are overweight, because y'all niggas don't eat right. So that's the whole narrative now. We're getting coronavirus because it's our own damn fault. You understand? So now it's the blame the victim thing. And let's be clear, a lot of these coronavirus numbers that they're attributing to black folks, many of them are not even confirmed. Many of them are not confirmed. A lot of black folks don't really have it, but they are just saying you have it because now they've lowered the bar on how to document it. And I've talked about this the other day. They're getting memos from the CDC and from other higher ups saying that you should just assume somebody has coronavirus. And if you assume, just write it down on the death certificate. You understand? And even some politicians are even questioning that. They're like, that's weird. We ain't never had to do that before. Even some politicians are questioning that. They're like, what's this about? Let me play something from a senator out there, and I think he's in Minnesota. Senator Chris, what's his name? Scott something. Hold on. Here he is. Let me play this. This is a senator out of Minnesota. Hold on one second. Now, this is coming from the horse's mouth. Listen.
I received an email last week from the Department of Health coaching me on how to fill out death certificates. And I've never really received coaching from the Vital Statistics Agency in terms of how to do a death certificate. But basically, I felt like they were saying, you don't have to have a confirmed laboratory test for COVID-19 in order to make the death certificate be COVID-19. So
Wait. Sir, I don't mean to interrupt you, but that what you just said, I think is critically important. Can you repeat what you just said, please?
Well, last Friday, I received a 7-page document that sort of told me that if I had an 86-year-old patient that had pneumonia but was never tested for COVID-19, but sometime after she came down with pneumonia, we learned that she had been exposed to her son who had no symptoms, but later on was identified with COVID-19, that it would be appropriate to diagnose on the death certificate COVID-19. Now, we've not done that. If someone has the pneumonia and it's in the middle of a flu epidemic, and I don't have a test on influenza, I don't diagnose influenza on the death certificate. I will.
Okay, so that's the point. That's the point, guys. So, like we've been saying, man, this is not no conspiracy. We're showing you that they are, and these white people even saying this shit. So when we say something, oh, that's some Hotep shit. I mean, hell, they even saying, hey, this is kind of weird that we have to write down a person died of COVID and we don't even have to prove it. That's what kind of shit is? Even white people are like, dude, there's a finessing going on here. Because again, when it comes to diseases and things, you're not supposed to make white people the face of that. Look at this here. I posted this earlier. You do not make white people the face of anything. Hold on. Look at this. This was a chart, the Georgia COVID cases by race. Well, I don't know why my screen does this. Something I got to get fixed. But 21% black, 16% white, 60% unknown. Who the hell are the unknown people? Who in the hell are the unknown people? That don't even make no sense. Unknown? What the hell is unknown? What do you mean by that? These are other white people. That's what they're trying to hide. That other 60%, they're white people. The fuck you mean unknown? What does that mean? These are white people they're trying to hide. They will not attach white people with this for nothing. They do not associate white with anything negative. You understand? They do not do that. They always find a way to flip it and pivot it. This is why we got to be careful out here. Black folks, again, be careful about going to these hospitals. I believe, it's my conjecture, that black folks, if you go, you are targeted. You're putting yourself in more danger if you go and you don't need to go. Because black folks are going in here and they're not even testing you. They're saying that you have COVID and they're not even testing you. Yeah? Like, let me play this. I made this go viral. This sister right here. This is a sister. Hold on. This is a sister who went to the doctor. All right? And I know y'all probably seen this because it went viral, but look.
They didn't swab me or test me or nothing to look what the fuck paper say. Reason for visit, fever. Diagnosis, COVID-19. They didn't test me for this shit. He told me I had it, bro. He didn't test me for it. He told me I fucking had it, bro. Come on now. Look at what my temperature was. I ain't even had no temperature when I went in that bitch. Come on now. But because I told him I can't taste and smell, he know I got it. Oh, well, that's the number one symptom that's been going around lately is the smell and taste. So I'm not gonna say, we're just gonna say you have it and quarantine you for 2 weeks. That's exactly what he said, bro. We're just gonna say you have it. We're just gonna tell you have it. So they diagnosed me with coronavirus. I'm saying that didn't smell.
All right. Okay, family. Now listen to me. I want y'all to be very clear. Listen. Now, that's very dangerous. Because family, listen, if they're not testing you and they're just giving assumptive diagnosis, that's dangerous. Family, listen. Let's say you just got a sickness from something else. Let's say you got stomach poison and you didn't know it. A lot of times, people get stomach poison and didn't even know that they were stomach poisoned. You understand me? Listen to me. Let's just talk logic here. Let's say you're stomach poisoned and you go to the doctor, throwing up and you sweating. You're like, damn, I don't know what's wrong with me, doctor. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm throwing up and I'm sweating. And they say, oh, Those are symptoms of coronavirus. You just got corona. Go on home and quarantine yourself because we ain't got no vaccine, we ain't got no cure. So the best thing you do, just go on home and quarantine yourself. Then you go home, quarantine yourself, and die 2 days later. What are they going to mark that death as? What do they mark the death as? They're going to say you died of COVID-19 when you really died of food poisoning. You understand? That's how dangerous misdiagnoses are. Doing a misdiagnosis is very dangerous, and assuming somebody has something without testing them. So again, now a lot of people are dying and they're not even testing them. Everything is corona. So when y'all go to the hospital, black folks got to be careful. I've been seeing all types of footage of just a bunch of dead folks up in hospitals. That's telling you something. When you see all them dead folks up in the damn hospital, guess what you shouldn't do? Go to the hospital. Don't go. I've seen video after video, just bodies of dead folks up in the hospital. Take your asses out these fucking hospitals for right now. And stop believing everything these people tell you when they keep contradicting themselves. Right now, these white supremacists got a green light on our ass. I want y'all to understand, they got a green light on us right now. You don't trust nothing they say. You understand? If you got a cold, take some Dr. Sebi or some Tahuti Ma'at raw pills, take some vitamin C, get you some ginger, turmeric, and just stay home and get your shit right. Don't run up in these hospitals if you don't need to. Because I believe it's my conjecture they could possibly be committing medical apartheid, which is what they've always been doing. It's time to be careful and be real. We see what the race soldiers are doing. See, they're being very contradictory in the messages they're sending us. There was a video the other day. I'm showing all this stuff on my social media. It was some brothers who were in Walmart who had masks on. They had on masks. And the race soldier, it was a white race soldier in there, targeting these brothers, telling them because they had masks on, they need to leave the store. They were in Walmart. And the race soldier profiled them because they had on masks. Now, in certain cities, they said if you don't have a mask on, you will be charged with a misdemeanor. Okay? When they start doing stuff like this, they're giving themselves justification to target you based on race, and they're covering their asses on both ends. If you do have a mask on, they'll say, well, damn, you look suspicious. I have to check you out because you're walking around with a mask. If you don't have a mask, well, damn it, you're violating the emergency order. And all of this is going to be enforced on black people. Family, you are in a race war. Acknowledge that. Black folks want to play this game. You are in a race war. These people are waging a race war on you. Let me show you some footage from earlier up in Philly. In Philly, they snatched a brother off the damn bus for not having a mask on. Really because he was black, under the guise of him not having a mask on. Let's be very clear with the language. They got him because he was black, but it was under the guise of him not having a mask. So look at this. Look at this. Hold on. I don't know why this thing is blinking like this. Okay. Look at this. Okay. So again, man, it's on some Nazi shit right now. It's on some Nazi shit right now, guys. Hold on. And I saw another video. Let me see if I can find it real quickly, where a race soldier came on the bus telling people, hey, you ain't got no mask. Come on, get off. Y'all got to get off the bus right here. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. And what's interesting, the guy telling them he ain't got no mask on. All right, look at this. Look at this.
Ride transportation. If you do not have a mask, you cannot ride public transportation, sir. Sir, you have to get off the bus. You have to get off the bus.
Now, he don't have on a damn mask himself.
Sir. Sir. You gotta get off the bus, man. I'm gonna have the cops take you off, one or the other. You have to get off, you have to get off, you have to get off.
Now notice he's pointing at, looked like somebody, hold on, let me see something. Okay, is this a white, now this white dude don't look like he has on a mask. Okay, this white guy right here doesn't have on a mask, or does he? I can't really tell. But I can't tell. But this white guy right here, I can't tell if he has on anything. If he does, it's not a regular surgical mask. But this brother he's covering his mouth. The black man he's talking to has his mouth covered.
Get off, you have to get off, you have to get off. Let's go. I have to get off? Yes, sir. Even though I have it? You don't have no mask. Let's go.
Now the brother's face he's like, I gotta get off even though I have this. So the brother's covering his face.
Let's go. You gotta get off. Let's go. Let's go. You gotta get off. Let's go.
All right, you see, so these are people who actually, they have on little makeshift masks. You understand? So again, this is racial targeting. Let's be very clear. This is just racial targeting. Family, we got to be very careful. We got to be very careful out here. We got to be careful because these folks got a green light on our ass. They have a green light. Hold on one second. These folks, now they're using this to do more racial targeting against us. They're using this to do racial targeting against us, fam. I want to find the video, and this is something that I saw that was very disturbing. Hold on one second. Y'all bear with me. I want to show y'all something. This was up in Northern California, and this is how insidious and devious these white supremacists are. They look like they orchestrated an ambush attack on this brother. Hold on one second. Right here. Right here. Now look, and I looked into some of the details of this case. Now, there's a brother who they went to his house after a fake call, which one of their operatives most likely put in. They run up on this brother, go to his house. This brother was at home asleep. They run into his house talking about they got a call that somebody at the house pulled a gun on somebody. They searched the house, didn't find no gun, searched the car, didn't find no gun. So, it sounds like they used one of their fake operatives to call in a fake call to give them justification to run up in your spot without a warrant, which is what they did to me, remember? They did the same thing to me. They ran up in my house without a warrant because of a fake call that one of their operatives did. I've been warning people about this for years. This is a new Nazi tactic. So they go to this dude's house and sick a dog on him and let the dog chomp the brother up. And then they ended up charging the brother with felony resisting. So they just make up charges as they go along. They just make up shit as they go along. But this is very dangerous because, see, now that there's a stay-at-home order, ain't nobody out committing crime. So now they have to create the crime themselves. This is the race soldiers creating the crimes to come and gaffle you up about. This is very disturbing. And he let his dog chomp on this brother like this. Look at this video. Very disturbing. Hold on. So he let the dog out on. Look at him. Now, this brother is laying on his stomach with his hands behind his back. This filthy race soldier sitting here covering his identity, by the way, because they planned on doing this. He has on a hat and shades because they planned on doing this, by the way. He deliberately let the dog lock onto him. I want y'all to understand, real quick, because I've seen Negroes talking about they need to learn how to control their dogs. Stop. These folks train these dogs day in and day out. These dogs operate on verbal commands, all right? All my people who've trained dogs before, you know, dogs operate on verbal commands. If a dog is doing something, you don't grab the dog and pull him off. If you're shaking the dog, you're making the dog more aggressive without giving a verbal command. And the guy never gave a verbal command. They deliberately let the dog violently bite on this man and assault this man. Look at this. They're not giving a verbal order. This man is on his back getting chomped up with his hands behind. He's on his stomach with his hands behind his back, getting ate up by a dog, and they charge this man with felony resisting. And notice the white supremacist is not giving an order to the dog. No verbal command. He's making the dog bite him harder.
Stay back! Stay back! Stay, keep face down! Keep your face on the ground! The dog eating my leg! The dog eating my leg! The dog eating my leg, bro.
Okay, that's enough of that I can show. Look, family, we're dealing with dirt bags. That's some dirty, that's a hard one to look at. We just got to understand how dirty these white supremacists are. They're not playing fair. You're not obligated to play fair. Let's just be very clear. You're not obligated to play fair against a bunch of filth who would do some dirty shit like this. And the police report they put out a press release where they were lying their asses off. They were talking about the black man. He was kicking the dog and he was resisting. I mean, they were lying through their teeth. Family, these people are not playing fair. You're not obligated to play fair either. You're not obligated to play fair. You protect yourself. When you're dealing with filth like this, all's fair. This is in Northern California, in a very small town up in Northern California. And let me tell y'all something. People, black folks, go watch my movie 1804. There's some very important parts in there where we talked about how the rebels, you learn how to die. You learn how to die right, or learn how to fight right and protect themselves right. We need to cut all that screaming and hollering out. We're in a war. We're in a war. They get an orgasm with us screaming and yelling and crying. You understand? I want us to get off that screaming, yelling, crying shit. Because that makes them harm us more. Black folks, we got this thing where we try to appeal to some type of sympathy with these people, and it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. There is no sympathy with these folks. These people they fantasize about harming us. They fantasize about doing damage to us. You understand? And all that screaming and yelling, that's music to their ears. All that begging, please don't do it to me. Why are you doing it to me? Family, you better be down to protect your family at all cost. The price of freedom, as they say, the old saying goes, the price of freedom is death, if need be. I always say, look at these situations and ask, what would white people do? See, there's a reason why they don't be doing white folks like this. Other white people. Not just because they're on code, because other white people will say, fuck that. If the state is committing unfair tyranny against them, white people say no. Death is better than this shit right here. This ain't it. Now, I will give credit to DC. Shout out to Washington, DC. Now, they tried to run up on some brothers out there in DC. Hold on one second. Let me close my screen. This was, hold on. This was in DC. They tried to do some racial targeting to some brothers in DC, but then the whole hood came out real quick. See, folks, you're going to have to start looking out for each other. Oh, this was in DC. Hold on.
Whole hood, we ain't going like that. Niggas is not going like that. Niggas is not going like that.
Everybody.
Yo, bitch ass out here. Bitch ass.
That's what it is. Yeah? They tried to run up on some folks. What they try to do, they try to corner you. They'll try to hem you up and corner you. But when you see a bunch of folks who's like, fuck that. We see a bunch of folks who's like, nah, that's not going to go down like that. And they get it. Yeah? But folks, family, we're going to have to start protecting ourselves from these psychopaths who they've infiltrated law enforcement. They're violating the Constitution, and they are domestic terrorists. You're not obligated to be subjugated to some fucking domestic terrorists because of race. You understand? And we got some people, they'll come back with some more firepower. They're doing it anyway. You protect your damn self. You protect yourself. And there's some footage I saw. There's a jail. There was an uprising in a jail somewhere. Where's that? There's a jail somewhere. There's the people in there, because a lot of folks are getting the COVID in jail. So they start turning up in jail. And I can't find that footage. I should have had all this footage ready. But there's I can't find it now. Where's that prison? There's a jail somewhere where them brothers was turning the hell up. Who's texting me? Okay, shout out to everybody hitting up the Cash App at KingFlex818. Shout out to everybody hitting that Cash App up. Cash App is KingFlex818, the $ KingFlex818. It was in Kansas? Okay. Hold on. Yeah, they like, fuck that. They turned up in jail. Hold on. Okay, the inmates in Kansas prison take over a cell block, damage property. Yeah, they took over the cell block in there. Because, yeah, people are like, yeah, I get it, man. They in there trying to liquidate everybody. Yeah, it's just time to turn up. Don't just sit there and just let them kill you. And they're letting white pedophiles and white killers and white murderers out all over the country, but they're letting black folks up in jail to die off. So, shit is what it is. But, we got to get ready. We got to be on code. We got to circle our wagons and be down to ride for each other out here. You understand? We got to be down to ride for each other and protect each other, because you got these wild white supremacists out here trying to harm us. You have these Negro bootlicks of the white supremacist establishment trying to con us into playing along with a system that is decidedly anti-black. I can't find the video of the riot, of the jail riot. I can't find it. Can y'all post it in the comment section? Yeah. I can't find the video of the jail riot. I saw it earlier, but I can't find it now. But like I said, man, we got to be on top of our game out here. You know, we got to be safe. This shit is real. The other day, yesterday, as a matter of fact, I tweeted a question. And let me show y'all what I tweeted. See, because we got to be ready for all types of bullshit here. I tweeted this. I said, what if authorities put out an emergency order saying that areas disproportionately affected by COVID-19 must get mandatory vaccines or face incarceration if they cannot show proof of vaccination? Who do you think will be targeted by this? Because again, they're trying to make black folks the face of this. So this will give them justification in targeting us, saying, hey, you better get mandatory vaccines. And if you don't have the mandatory vaccines because your community has it the most, well, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get charged. And this article came out today. Coronavirus immunity cards are being discussed. Nigga, I tweeted some shit yesterday, and the very next day, an article came out. They're talking about having to get immunity cards that people are going to have to walk around with. Just what I thought. Just what I thought. Yeah? Immunity, those are vaccination cards. You have to walk around with your freedom papers. It's freedom papers again. They've been trying to go back into antebellum slavery. Yes, freedom papers now. Nigga, show your papers. We're the only ones who are going to be targeted with this. And other white people know this. This is why they ain't tripping. They know we're going to be the only ones targeted for this shit. All right. Family, we got to be ready out here. Family, when you walk out the door, understand that these people are waging warfare on you. It's very dangerous right now. We got to be on top of our game. We have to be down to look out for each other. The coon game is done. We ain't got time to be out here cooning. Out there in South Carolina, Columbus, South Carolina, a little 17-year-old black boy, 17 years old. He was out. They ran up on him. The race soldiers talking about, well, we got to report somebody was breaking in cars. They said he ran and then pulled a gun on him, which was bullshit. They shot this brother in the back, killed a 17-year-old black kid just for being outside. They got a green light on us. Number one, family, black folks, black parents, black single parent, don't have your kids out at all by themselves. Adult black people shouldn't be walking around by themselves. You understand? And you better have a crew of folks with you. You understand? Just like y'all saw in D.C., they made the race soldiers back down. Why? Because there was a lot of black folks there. Yeah? We better have folks. These folks have got a green light on us, man. We don't live in a fair system. We live in a system of violent white supremacy warfare, and you better act like it. Stop being confused. Black folks want to be in denial. When you walk out your house, understand that you're in the middle of a war zone when you walk out of your house, and there's white supremacists with a green light on you. And you Negroes running around here talking about, we've got to support the Asians. Nigga, do you know what they're doing in China right now? While y'all niggas over here at Panda Express ready to suck a dick to kiss ass, over in China, they kicking the black folks out. Right now in China, they're kicking black folks out of hotels, out of apartments, out of restaurants. They're kicking black folks out because now they're associating COVID with them now. So they're stereotyping the black people over there while y'all niggas out here on some kumbaya stupid shit. See, being on some kumbaya, wanna be minorities of struggle bullshit, minorities in the same struggle game, that has always worked against us. Y'all trying to be on some minorities in the same struggle. Y'all want to be on some intersectionality that doesn't exist. And you're playing yourself and you're looking stupid. We don't have time for that acquiescent coon shit right now. We don't have time for that. I'm not showing the video. I mean, y'all look that up. A lot of stuff I don't want to waste time showing, but y'all feel what I'm saying. So they're shitting on the black folks over there in China. Everybody's circling their wagons, and we up here trying to get in with other folks, and we need some allies. Talking that A-dunce bullshit. We gotta have some allies. How are we gonna do something without some allies? Ain't no allies, man. Ain't no goddamn allies. We have to be our own damn allies. We're our own allies. Y'all trying to get interracial sex and all that mammy shit. Y'all on TikTok, buck dancing, cooning, caping for zaddy. That's not going to save you. All that zaddy caping ain't going to work. So, man, we just got to be on top of our game. Family, when you walk outside your house, you're in a war zone. Understand, don't fall for the Democratic con game. When y'all see the Angela Rise, the Van Jones, the Sharp, all these people, when y'all see them, the con is on. Their job is to pacify you, to let you get your ass whooped so that they can get their little nigga trinkets. That's why they're pushing the John Lewises out here. John Lewis up here, you know, I've showed tweets of him talking about when I got beaten, when they beat me, I thanked them for their service. I didn't get mad. Oh, they love John Lewis. They love a damn John Lewis. Hold on, let me show y'all some of his old tweets. Civil rights great John Lewis is supporting Biden. And they're trying to fake pump and make it seem like he's somebody who has any type of stock in black society. We don't give a shit about no John Lewis. We don't give a shit about John Lewis. John Lewis ain't done shit for black folks. Getting your ass whooped in Selma, that don't benefit me. You understand? It don't benefit no black folks. But where's that tweet of him? I posted some of John Lewis's tweets the other day. Oh, here it is. Now look, this is what they like in a Negro. This is John Lewis's tweets, some of his tweets, just so to remind you the level of buffoonery with John Lewis and why they love him so much. Hold on. Hold on, where is this? Come on, thing. Okay, can y'all see that? Hold on. I was beaten bloody by police officers, but I never hated them. I said, thank you for your service. Now, what kind of grown-ass nigga say some shit like this? You got your ass whooped by police and you said, thank you for your service. Fuck out of here. I was beaten bloody and left unconscious so that every American had the right to vote. Friends of mine gave their lives. Do your part to vote. Fuck out of here. No, nigga. No. That's disgusting. That's a disgusting goddamn narrative to teach young people. I got my ass whooped by race soldiers and I said, thank you for your service. You don't teach no shit like that to no child. White folks know that. You wouldn't dare teach that to a white child. So don't come to us telling us we need to teach some stupid bootlick slave nigga shit like that. Fuck out of here. We don't owe John Lewis nothing for tweeting some stupid shit like that. Thank you for beating me. The Billy Club felt good. What kind of submissive slave bullshit y'all trying to push on us? Fuck out of here. And I look at white people who try to push him on us. When they try to push John Lewis and try to shame him, well, he was a civil rights icon. How could, shut the fuck up, Becky. Because it was your folks out there beating him. It's your mama and daddy still alive, and they were the ones whooping his ass. So until you do something about them, don't come telling me shit about what we need to do with John Lewis, You ain't snitching on the people that did them ass whoopings in the 60s. Y'all didn't snitch on all those white supremacists doing the lynchings and all that who's still alive. You don't come tell a black person shit about how they should react to a coon from the 1960s when your mama and daddy been out here lynching niggas and they got all types of memorabilia. They probably got a nigga's dick in a jar up in the attic somewhere that they done castrated back in the 50s and 60s. Yeah? So yeah, y'all not at liberty to say nothing to a black person about how we should react to other black folks. Yeah? Yeah, when I let me tell you something, when I see white people promoting John Lewis, I'm suspicious of the white people. I'm looking at you real funny style. Oh, you one of them. Oh, you a slave master. But John Lewis, the civil rights. Oh, no. Y'all don't give a shit about no civil rights. Okay, if you care so much about civil rights, what about them reparations? Oh, well, I don't think y'all should get that. Then shut the fuck up then, because you don't care about civil rights, because that's what Dr. King wanted. So you just like the ass whoopings without the tangibles. No, thank you. No, you like us getting our ass whooped with no tangibles to come behind that. So no, thank you. You're my open enemy. Liberal white person, you're my open enemy. We got to be hostile to these people. Let's stop playing games with them. Let's stop playing games with these folks. Yeah? Anyway, man, let me get out of here. I didn't want to be on here that long. I just wanted to chop up a little game with the family and just really let y'all know about all this bullshit that's going on out here, man. It's crazy. I'm still doing my Sundays broadcast, man. I'll be back on Sunday. Again, everybody go to iTunes. Go to iTunes. Man, we need to, our album needs to be number one. We need to have a number one R&B album out here. Being number 3 and 4 is okay. We got to be number one. Everybody, I'm going to be like John Lewis. I still blood on R&B, so get out there and vote. Get in some good trouble and buy the R&B album. But yeah, go to iTunes. You dig? Everybody go to iTunes. Get the Crushed Velvet album. Everybody loves the album. Great album. Everybody loves the album, man. Oh, it's a very sexy album. You know, a lot of songs on there for the ladies. The ladies are going to love the album. You understand? I made it, with the spirit of foundational Black Americans. The spirit, that R&B spirit, that traditional R&B that we grew up on as children. I put that into the album. You dig? So it's a very feel-good album, man. A very healing album. See, music is very therapeutic. Music heals. You understand? So go get that album. Get that album. You guys are going to really enjoy it, man. And we're making a statement, taking control of our music, man. That's very, very important. Anyway, man, y'all follow me on Instagram, by the way. Tariq Elite, that's my Instagram. Y'all follow me. And I'll holler at you guys Sunday, man. Y'all be good.